G'day you beautiful people, we're back at it with a long form content and we're back with another comparison video. This time I'm going to see who the most evil cartoon characters are, so let's hope this is good. No one found Bob in the last video, so there's no shout out to him unfortunately, but he will be hidden in this video if you want to shout out down the line. But that's enough of that, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, here we are at the video, so let's just get... Okay, here we are at it, let's get right into the video. Okay, it looks like we're starting off with Kronk only being 2% evil, because, you know, he's only a henchman, makes sense, and then Bart Simpson, only 6% evil, I guess it makes more sense than nowadays. He was a little, and he's always been more of a prankster, I guess, but yeah, so he's 6% evil. He's probably a little worse back in the day, but nowadays, he's kind of mellowed out, but he's always just been the prankster, really, so he's not really evil, but that's enough of that. They say Bart's always been a bit naughty, but calling him evil is a bit harsh. I agree with that. Next is Mr. Krabs, 10% evil. I'd call him greedy more than evil, personally. Gru, he's a supervillain turned full-time dad. Love that. Only 15% evil. Yeah, kind of makes sense. He's not crazy evil, but still pretty cool. Gotta love a bit of Gru. And then Doofenshmirtz, as one of my favourite shows growing up. Still love it to this day. Just bits and pieces of it now. And he's 18% evil, apparently. Yeah, I'd say he's more just bad at being evil, really. Sid the Kid. No, he's more than 20% evil, let's be honest. He's got a strange obsession with torturing toys. I reckon he's secretly a psychopath. We've seen what he did to those toys. He's more than 20% evil. We just haven't seen what he's fully capable of yet. I mean, if the toys didn't scare him, he would have become a serial killer, in my opinion. But after the toys kind of scared him, he might have mellowed out, hopefully. We don't really know. We've got that fury, because we saw the garbage man wearing the iconic Sid-looking t-shirt, so... But just because he's got a garbage route doesn't mean he's still not crazy secretly. I don't trust that kid, is what I'm trying to get to. Wadnoose, yeah, he only wanted Monsters Inc. to succeed. Another money-hungry one, 25% evil. Chicken Man, who planned to sell Woody and Jesse to a toy museum, 30% evil. Again, more money-hungry than evil, but he's framed as a villain in the movie, I guess. But I wouldn't call him 30% evil. I reckon Sid's more evil than that man. There's people down the list who are more evil than him. And then Plankton, yeah, definitely 35. He's not crazy evil, but he's very conniving, definitely evil, just not your supervillain level evil. And a classic case of little guy syndrome, kind of love it. Vicky, 37% evil apparently. Snake Jailbird, Springfield's most infamous criminal, definitely Apu's worst nightmare. Yes, that is definitely the case. 40% evil, yeah, because he's just kind of your run-of-the-mill bad guy, you know, run-of-the-mill criminal, if I can speak English today. Nothing too insane about him, but he's pretty cool. Lots of, yeah, he's kind of crazy. Flippy, I haven't watched that in a while, so I can't make too many comments. Ice King, 56% evil. Yeah, he's constantly kidnapping the princesses, but mainly he's just misunderstood. And the crown does corrupt him a bit, so he's got that, well, that is what turned him into the Ice King, I guess, so that's a form of going off, and yeah, again, he's a bit more than some of the others on this list, 56% evil. Not the greatest guy out there, especially to the ladies, but, again, not your massive supervillain. I do enjoy a bit of Adventure Time, not gonna lie. Great show. If you have, I was recently starting to rewatch it, so, because I loved it as a kid, so I'm like, found it on Binge, I think in Australia, and I'm like, I may as well watch it, you know. I'm a bit through it, I'm definitely enjoying it just as much as I did when I was younger. Still, that one's a test of time to this day, in my opinion. But yeah, 56, not the craziest, you know, galaxy-level threat as some evil villains could be, and yeah, 56% sounds pretty alright. Next, we got Gaston. I don't know if I'd call him 58% evil, he's just more of a douche, you know? Again, I don't like calling Disney villains crazy evil. I mean, I guess they're evil and just not good at it, maybe? I don't know. Because they're kids' villains, really. I don't know. I mean, I am watching a cartoon characters list, I guess, but 64% and 60% and 58% for these cartoon villains. Kids' villains, really. These cartoon characters. I, I don't know. I kind of disagree with them being that high. I guess they have to be high because they're pretty good villains, I guess. But again, it's just a bit weird for me because, they don't really pose too much of a threat, especially Gaston. Just your regular human who's just a bit of a douchebag, Jim essentially. But I guess we'll continue. 65, 66. Time to execute Order 66, I guess. Typical evil politician, not to mention his cruelty towards Quasimodo. I'm dyslexic, right? My dyslexia is not enjoying that. 66% evil. Bit of a Star Wars reference. I kind of like it. But, yeah, probably makes sense. Hades coming up. And, yeah, this version of Hades pretty... Oh, they left the gap. They left the gap for the funny number. I'm disappointed. But Hades, a charming trickster, bound to defeat Hercules. Yeah, 68% does make sense. He's a bit more menacing and a bit more imposing, especially, God of the Underworld. So he's a bit more of an imposing threat. Randall, I'd say he's pretty evil, Wants to kidnap children, and then, put him in what he did to Boo. I don't like Randall. Skeletor, 72%. We're starting to get to the higher villains. The Monarch. Stewie Griffin, 74% evil. Now, I would agree with this if it was early Stewie Griffin, but nowadays, Stewie isn't that evil, I would say. He's lost his edge, in my opinion, in the later seasons, but this would make sense if they go off the first couple of seasons of Stewie, but nowadays, he's definitely mellowed out. Kind of like Bart, They don't want him to be as evil, intent on killing people, intent on killing his mother and stuff like that. That's kind of been dropped, but early Stewie definitely would have been this high. Don't know about... G'day, guys. It's just Future Lucas here, quickly interrupting. I just want to say I'm trying to get back onto the YouTube grind and doing these more long-form content for you. And I'm feeling like doing some more reaction-based videos because I kind of enjoy making that content. So then, if there's any videos you'd like me to react to, try and keep them more celebrity or pop culture-based so they kind of fit the theme of the channel. We might, diverge further out in the future, but at the moment we'll keep it like that. And you can do that just by leaving a comment telling me what the video is, or I have my Instagram link down below so you can shoot me a message on there and should be able to see the message, hopefully. If there's any video you guys would like me to react to. And now, I'll leave you back to get back to the video. Thanks, guys. Nowadays. Oogie Boogie, 75, yeah. The Evil Queen, yeah, 76, yeah. These are getting to your higher tier, A and S tier supervillains, in my opinion. Sideshow Bob, definitely that high. Tai Lung was definitely a high villain, in my opinion. Definitely imposing, definitely a big threat with potential of, destroying. Sideshow Bob, crazy maniac, murderer, makes sense. Intent on killing our boy Bart. Maleficent, yeah, these are where you're getting into your more deadly cartoon villains. It seems like Maleficent. Fairy Godmother from Shrek, yeah, she's pretty evil, I agree. Jafar, now this is one of the worst Disney villains in my opinion, definitely. Mojo, we're getting to the true supervillain levels, like Syndrome, literal supervillain. Mojo, literal supervillain. So we're up to proper supervillain characters, so this is where they're really going to get evil, in my opinion. Let's continue. Lord Farquaad. Just as I said, we're seeing some crazy evil people. Now, is Rick evil, or is he just self-absorbed? Because he doesn't do things to necessarily be evil. He's just self-absorbed. I guess some of the things he does isn't the greatest, and if they're going off things he's done, yeah, people would construe him as evil, but I reckon he's just more self-absorbed than evil. Shredder, yeah, proper villain. Gotta love some Ninja Turtles. We ain't calling Bender a villain. We ain't calling Bender evil. Bender is not evil. He's not. He's okay. So the evilest robot in Futurama universe, even sacrificing his own son. That was like a short bit, in my opinion. And Bender is. I love Bender. I don't know if this is just me being biased, but I love Bender. So he's not evil. He's willing to give stuff up for. He's like Azula. So as a lot of people know, I'm a massive Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. Very opposing. You know, heir to a dynasty after Zuko gets kicked out a bit. So, Princess of the Fire Nation, an evil regime hellbent on taking over the world. And I obviously love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've got, let's see if I can get this on camera, my Yin Yang Koi tattoo inspired by the show. Love showing that off. This is not just me. I know. As soon as I saw that, I had to go show off the tat. Because, great show. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. If you haven't watched it since you were a kid, watch it again. It stands the test of time, in my opinion. Itchy and Scratchy. So we're going to a show within a show, and yeah, Itchy only, and he's there just to be evil and torture a cat. Got 11. Fire Lord Ozai. Yeah, he a bad guy. Is all I'm gonna say. Megatron. All versions of Megatron are pretty evil, Scar. I'm not even gonna talk about Scar. We don't have to mention that. It still makes me cry to this very day. Slade. Yeah. Most versions of Slade are pretty bad. Bill Cipher, again, just very dangerous man. Omni-Man, quite evil. Evil Morty, they rival each other. Mr. Burns, I wouldn't say Mr. Burns is worse than the people below him right now. He's not, definitely, he has to go at least below Scar, in my opinion. Because he's just a rich a-hole, in my opinion. Omni-Man has done worse, Bill Cipher's done worse, Evil Morty has done and attempted worse than Mr. Burns has ever done. He's just, doesn't care about other people, likes his money, and runs a nuclear power plant that isn't the best for the environment and how they dispose of their waste. But I still wouldn't call him major evil. Eric Cartman, pretty evil, yeah. So, the most evil cartoon character is Eric Cartman. Now let's cut back to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to get back into this long-form content, so I hope you enjoyed that. I love you all. Remember to watch this video, and I kind of stuffed up my outro, so let's start that again. If you like this video, watch this one here. I think I should be pointing to the right location. I want you all to remember I love you all, and have a great day.